Hey, today I'm going to show you how to change a fraction to a decimal, okay? So that's our learning target, all right? I'm going to practice doing maybe about 3 problems, okay? So I'm going to give you a fraction. So let's say that you have the fraction given to you that is 1/4, and you've forgotten maybe what that is as a decimal equivalent. So the process that you go through is that you remember that a fraction means division. Numerator divided by denominator, and you set that up as a division problem inside your house. 1 dividend and 4 as your divisor. So I'm going to divide that out. Here I go. Will 4 go into 1? No. So I'm going to put basically a 0 up there, and I'm going to have to add a decimal. And remember that after the decimal, you can add as many zeros as you want to your dividend, and it doesn't change its value. So now I'm going to add move my decimal straight up in my quotient. I'm going to say 4 goes into 10 how many times? 2. 2 times 4 is 8. I'm going to subtract that. So since I have a remainder, I'm going to add another 0 up there in my dividend, and I'm going to bring that down to give me 0. Here I go again. 4 goes into 20 how many times? 5 times 4 is 20. So when I subtract, I have 0. So now I've taken my fraction, 1/4, and I've said that is equivalent to 25/100 or 0.25. Okay? That's our process. So now since we've changed 1/4 to a decimal, let's go through and do one that's maybe not as familiar to us, like a fraction that's not like 1/4 or a quarter. So say you're given 3/8 and you're asked to write that as a decimal. You're going to go through the same process. You're going to remember that it means division, numerator divided by denominator. I'm going to write 3 as my dividend and 8 as my divisor, and I'm going to divide. 8 goes into 3 how many times? None. Put my 0 up there. I'm going to add my decimal and add my 0, because remember you can add as many zeros as you want after the decimal and it doesn't change its value. I'm going to move my decimal straight up in my quotient. And here I go. 8 goes into 30 how many times? I'll multiply that out. I'm left with 6. So now I'm going to add a 0. Bring that down. 8 goes into 60 how many times? 7 times 56. Subtract. Still got a remainder. I'm going to add another 0 over here. Bring it down. 8 goes into 40 how many times? 5 times 8 is 40. I'm left with 0 now. So now I know that this decimal, 0.375 or 375 thousandths, is the same value as 3/8. That's it. Easy as that. Changing a fraction to a decimal, divide. Top by the bottom.